Okay, guys. The last time I ran, or from when we left off, right? So I had ran the collect URLs function, okay, or method, and now I have product URLs from Checkers and from Woolworths, right? And this was from the 12th, as you can see in this date, right? So you can see all the products there. We have quite a lot. Okay, for the pantry, for milk and poultry. Okay, and then if you go to Checkers, we have our 5 categories. And what we see here is like it took not too long, I could say a couple of hours, an hour max. But we have up to this one just 500 products. And I think I've had to close this because I was heading out somewhere. But the other ones, if you bear with me, and if I jump to the end, you will see that we have a couple of thousand products for Checkers, right? For each category, almost for each category except for the last one. So 4,000 there, and we have 1,000 here, and what we have here is how many? Okay, just 300, right? 356. Yeah, that's fine for now. So what we're gonna do here is get the product CV, right? And what essentially what I want to have by the end of this function is have a CSV, a dictionary rather, right? That has for its keys are the stores and for its values are the path to each CSV, right? For that specific date. So that's what we're going to be building in this quick video. And then once we're doing that, the next step is to actually get the data from these, right? I think we've covered like 6 videos. So let's get to it. All right, so we go, and then as per usual, I'm going to define my formulas. I just want to make sure that I am the right class, yes. And it's going to be what I want to call it, get product, CSV dict, right? It's quite a mouthful. And then it's itself, it's going to take the scrape date, right? And by default, I'm going to set that to none, right? And it's going to return a dictionary. All right, dictionary, and I'm just going to, okay, then that all complete as well. Right, so rather than, I'm just going to copy all of that, fix that there. Okay, so that's what, so we're going to return a dictionary that contains path to each CSV, taking the scrape dates, right, and then the default is none. However, if you put in a string in this format, it'll go and look for the data in according to that, you know, path, folder name. Right, first of all, if yes is none, okay, and then say our scope date is equal to self dot date that's stamp. I think we've seen this before. Else self dot date stamp. Equal to scope date. Okay. Then we can continue. I'm going to initialize the dictionary. Right, we're going to CSV date, just like that. And then what? Okay. Just like that, I'm going to say define storage path, and then we're going to say for storage and select information in the for file keys. Great. Right, so we're going to iterate through the keys for each key, you know, going to do something. So for each key, I am going to say, or when I say the keys, I'm referring to the stores, but I'm going to say get all the CSVs of data. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Right. Okay. And then I'm going to say product. Right. So product URL CSV path is equals to self.storage off, right? We're gonna add some stuff to it, right? I want the store name. This should be store, right? Store, and then scrape, scrape date, and then this should be store. After that, I want this to be in the product URLs, right? And then from there, right, from there, what I want to do is essentially part, create a list. I'm going to call it off list, but okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do is get all the files in this directory, right? And I'm going to say product, URLs, CSV, path, right? It's going to get to a list. And then, yeah, it does return list. Okay. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to rewrite my product, you know, or how do I say it? Do I prepend? Prepend? Pend? Okay. So to do that, I'm going to do okay. So what was I going to say? So for profile name and this list over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see products, product URLs, CSV path, and then we're gonna append that to file name. Right. That should be fine. Okay. That should be fine. Great. So that's done. Okay. And then what I want to do is what's happening in the for loop, add list to, or yeah, add the list. Okay. And then I'm going to go CSV update and store, right? It's going to be this to products, URLs, right? Once that is done, it's just observe, we're going to return a dictionary. Cool. Okay, so now to test it out. Okay, so I've zoomed in a bit too much. All right, so we're going to test it out, right? So we're going to, just like before, initialize our scraper class. However, we don't want to get the product URLs now. We just want to, we already have that. So we're going to check for this date. Okay, never mind. What I will do is python.main.py. And then we'll see how it runs, and there we go. All right, so that's for woolworths, and that's my category, right? And for this category, I have all the stores, all the files, right? Checkers, this is the file path, so all that. All right, so you see you have all that there. Something's interesting is happening here. Why am I getting am I printing something else? Oh, okay. Yeah, I am printing something else. Okay, so this is checkers, and this is woolworths, right? So these are all my directories. So now what happens is I want to collect the data from these I know where the files are located. Let me go and collect the data from them. That's what we'll be building next. Okay, guys, to continue. Last time we ended up with scraping the rules of checker data. I'm sure I do that. Now we are going to start getting woolworths product data, all right? So the data from all the CSVs. So fortunately, there's a commonality between the checkers and the woolworths. The only thing that changes is the CSS selector that we'll be using, but the whole process would be the same. Same. So what I mean here by this function object is applicable, this is going to go back to I think there's a first page where I showed you we will be doing this parallel scrape. So what's going to happen is we're going to import a function that these jobs will all be running, right? So by the end of this video, we should have gotten to that. Anyway, so let us continue. So first things first, what we want to do is define so doing word release verb product dates. Um, right, it's a string and it should return this. And list and list. Yeah. So we need, right, so it's first things first. It's going to generate. I'm just going to get the what this function is going to do and paste it. Yeah, right. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to collect data from script URLs in our CSVs. To do that, we're going to take in this. We're going to take in. We're going to take in this file path to the CSVs that has the product URLs, and we're going to return a list of dictionaries containing the product data that we've collected from these URLs. Okay. So how we're going to do that is, first of all, we're going to initialize a driver project, right? And this is because we're what we're doing is going to import this function. So we, in this instance, we're separating from the driver that's from a store class, right? Okay. That is what we're doing in this instance. What we could do, however, is pass in the object through this function, but we're not going to do that. It becomes a bit more complicated. So we're going to say cell driver, right? I'm going to say create driver. I'm going to define this function in the previous videos. I'm going to say we're going to say, so we're going to instantiate and read with count of successful. So we're going to try and accept, right? Say product, read the product, PF, we're going to create a data frame. We'll say read CSV, CSV, right? And then we can put an accept, exception. What we could do is say file wasn't found, have an error, but yeah, so put this one for now. And then we can say print, F string, just like before, error. Error. We will read this file. We put in the CSV. Right. Great, thank you. And then that will just end the whole process. So if it is successful, we're just going to create a list, right? We're just going to create a list. Actually, even if it isn't successful, we're just going to create a list. But this program will stop running and just exit it with an error. Define output list to store dictionaries, and we will test it out. Output list of dict. I'm going to put it like that. And yeah, definitely. Okay, save that. And that is done. We're going to say gets what we want to get the product category. Product category. And remember, if I can just get it here. So now we're adding this. So this is checkers, right? So we have the product category here. We have product information, have info dates, and so forth and so on. All right. So you know, for product category, to do that, you know, if you're familiar with data frames, you will see it. And then from there, what we're going to do is going to say product, we have, I'm going to say products, category, and first, right? That series I'm going to say get the information to that. I'm just going to get these ones out of the way. Products info dates is equals to the same as product f. This is things when I say products info info. First one, and now we start to now loop through. We'll say, so we've created that, we've gotten our category and our information date. Now we're going to do for each URL in our data frame, we're going to create the product for sharing, add the category key and value as product. So add category as key and value as the product category, add date key and value as product information date, right? So it's actually going to create a key called category and add this 1 and 2 as the values respectively. Okay, so I think I'll just really find the bullets here so we can continue to see what we're doing. Now, so I'm going to loop through the product URLs, okay, and then what I'm going to scrape product data. Any data you want, actually, in this instance, I'm going to put product data, however, if you have URL which you've collected, and then you know the CSS or the XPath which you want to use to collect this data, then you do this. So, product names, product yes, right, and product URLs. Then I'm going to say create the product dictionary. Right? So essentially you have to create it. And then set the product category. Product and then I'm say category, right? Category is equal to product category and product continue with the documentation. Set the date of product information. Essentially, dates where I collected information, and we say product picked product info date, and then now we've done that. We're now going to try and get the driver object used by Super Soup to pass through the web page. All right, so let's get to it. So let's see. We're going to scrape with beautiful soup, right? So this is actually kind of the bottom where we're scraping now. We've already done the collection of URLs, and let's get some data. Get the web page. I'm going to do that with our cell driver. Get product. Right. So here, oh, wait a second. Just give me this second, right? So this is going to take into CSV. I need to do this every instance, right? Just do that thing. Or am I wrong? Wait a second. There is a second. Actually, I do need to do that. Because remember, this dictionary is related to this particular product. Yes, I do. Okay, let's continue. So I could just define it once, but this is related to each product, right? Even though this will be uniform throughout. We'll see. Okay. So let's continue. So I've gotten the web page with Selenium, and then what I'm going to do is pass the web. That's not it's called pass, but pass the web page with beautiful soup. And to do that, you can page and define variable page soup is going to be equals to. Have I shown you that event? I think I did in the. There's beautiful soup. Not there. Okay. So let me import beautiful soup. And we do that from here. So from BS4 import, let's see if I can pick it up. Soup, right? And that's that. Okay, and let's go back to the bottom. So beautiful soup. Yes, yes, yes. And what I want to do, beautiful soup, is to pass the object, right? When you pass the object, and to do that, you do this. You check the documentation for this, right? Dot page source. I'm giving it a URL. So this is what I'm doing. If I remember, I have given this link, right? So button it. Now when I get it, show it the page source. It's the source of the current page, right? So the URL, and then you pass it with an HTML parser. You check the different type of parsers on their website, or for the documentation. You want to say exception as per usual. It's a good case to actually be able to state specific right exceptions. I think it gives you a better understanding of where your program could go wrong. But in this scenario, I am not doing that, but I probably will before this is over. Soup object, right, from the given link. And I can see that I wrapped this, let me wrap that. And then, all right, so now that is done. All right, so was that process successful? Yeah. So if it's not, we're just gonna go to the next one. But if it is, now we're gonna try and get the product name. Okay, so we're gonna see a lot of try and accepts. What I could do, however, is just put this in an else. That means this ran successfully. And then, but that would not be another try and accept. But okay, try. Get the product name. Okay, product name is equals to page soup.css.select. Right, and I'm gonna say prod. Right, so that's the class of the object, elements or tag, whichever we want to use. The first element that it sees, and I want to get the text of that. What's in that? No. So what happened if there's an error, and in this instance, I am going to do the index error. So that means, this is out of character. We didn't find anything there. Index error as error. Right. So index error is error. I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say, product name is equals to error, right? So yeah, then I can know that things went wrong there. Once I've script all of that, and could not get product name for this particular link, right? And I think we should also add that as well, so that later on we can like filter out the resulting data frame and say all the ones that have an error, let us try and redo it again, and then let's see if we still have a error, right? So excepts, and if that's something else went wrong, exception as error, right? And then I think the same thing, right? Let's do the same thing like that. However, this time I'm still going to say product name equals to error as well. And then print that as well. Okay. Now, what we want is the barcode. Or should I be showing you the page? Oh, maybe why not? And then I'm just going to click on a random one. Okay, a random product. So you can inspect it. And then this way. So that so we can see what we want. So remember, that's the product name that we just selected there on line 303. Okay, so we want that div and the text in that div. Now we want the barcode, right? Barcode is somewhere below here. Where is it? Okay, wait. I will so see the barcode. Switch that off. So where is the barcode? Great, there it is, right? However, it's in something called PDP this fund, right? So let's continue. And then we're going to try and get the barcode. It's going to be quite a lot, right? So this is, as you can see, let me show you. I just type it out. All right, so this is in a div. Okay, div, which is in a UL, right? Which is interesting. Okay, so I want to find this list element class there, the text product code. And then I want to find, because we see PDPs there quite a lot. PDPs, PDP. So we can't just get PDP in this instance. We need to search the correct PDP, right? So, right, correct. So we're going to say, try, and then product bar code is equals to page soup as per usual. Dot find, right? And we find the list element that has the string, right? So look in the check in the children of this page element and find the first page element of finds given. Okay, nice. So that's the correct format for the docstrings param and name, and that's so one this param and then great. So cool. So what I want to find the list elements that has product coding. You have to make sure that it is quite specific right there. Case specific. Okay. Once I've done that, what I want to then do is then find the next sibling, right? So you see these two pointing at my screen, but these are siblings of this parent, right? They're the same um hierarchy, right? They're the same branch. Right? So these ones are children of these, right? So so find um next one is next sibling. Yeah, sibling. So they're siblings. Yeah, siblings. So that'll be next sibling. And I just want to get the text, text. So you have to be checking out which methods can be used for the type, right? The previous one was get text like that. This one is get text. So you just have to be careful. Except, exception, and that's not how you do that. Exception is error, right? And then it's a product bar code is equals to error, right? And then things. And then not large products bar code for right? And then should error. Once I say right, great. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is find the price. Okay. So how we're going to do that? As per usual, try get the product price, what's the product price 99.9, and then all right, so that's that. So that has a class of price product price step, right? Um, span span elements. That's the currency, but it's cool. Um, cool. So I'm gonna for it. I think this time we can actually just go for it directly. Okay, and I'm gonna say page soup and css select. Then we're gonna say f string. What I want is prod price. Okay, I want to get the first element of that. Okay. And then what I want from there is then to get the text, right? Get the text. And however, this is just going to return this string. And I don't want that R there. So I'm going to say replace and our currency and the space, because there's a space there, and replace that with just that. Okay, so that's 99.9 in a string format. So I'm going to turn that to a float, right? So I'm going to say float. Okay. All right, so that's that for the price, and then accept exception. And it's error, right? And say product. No, product. Price is equals to error, right? And then same as before, stuff like that. So in That's 60 time.